ever walk into a kitchen and think something just feels off? The appliances are nice, countertops are solid, but for some reason, the whole thing just kind of looks cheap? Welcome back, guys. I'm Blake from Built by Becker. I've been designing and building custom kitchens for over 10 years, and I'm here to help you avoid some of the headaches with your home. So today, we're breaking down 10 sneaky kitchen mistakes that are quietly making your space look cheap. Most of them are easy fixes. You won't need to gut the place or max out a credit card to make a big difference. So before we dive in, hit that like and subscribe button, because before we're done here, you're gonna see your kitchen in a totally new way. I promise you'll find at least 3 things you'll want to change ASAP. Mistake number 1, floating fridge. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should I say, the refrigerator sticking out like a sore thumb. Like you got this beautiful flowing kitchen design, and then BAM! Your fridge is jutting out like 6 inches past everything else that's trying to escape. This happens because most people think about their fridge last. They design the whole kitchen, pick out a gorgeous cabinets, plan the perfect island, then realize, oh wait, where does the food go? So they shove it where it fits, and it ends up looking like an afterthought. The thing is, your refrigerator is usually the biggest single element in your kitchen. When it doesn't integrate properly, it throws off the entire visual balance. It's like wearing a perfectly tailored suit with sneakers. Technically it's functional, but something's clearly off. Here's what to do instead. Measure your fridge first, not last. And I mean really measure it, width, depth, and don't forget about the door swing and ventilation requirements. Most standard fridges are about 24 to 26 inches deep, while your counters are usually 25 inches. This means your fridge is going to stick out, and that's where the cheap look creeps in. Your best bet is either going with a counter depth model which sits flush with your counters, or building a proper alcove that accommodates a standard depth fridge. You can also add side panels or even a shallow cabinet above to make it look more intentional and built in. The goal is making it look like your fridge belongs there, not like it wandered in from another kitchen. Mistake number 2, faucets. Okay. Let's talk about something you touch probably 50 times a day, but somehow becomes invisible when you're designing your kitchen. Your faucet. I cannot tell you how many times I've walked into a gorgeous kitchen with stunning cabinets, beautiful stone counters, and see this sad little chrome faucet like it came from a gas station bathroom. You need to find something that's well made, appropriately scaled for your sink and kitchen size, and timeless enough that you won't hate it in 5 years. Brushed finishes seem to age better than shiny chrome, and simpler profiles usually look more expensive than complicated designs. And please, for the love of all that's holy, make sure that wherever you choose actually works well. A beautiful faucet that drips or has a weak water pressure is worse than an ugly one that functions properly. Your future self, standing there in the kitchen trying to fill a pasta pot, will thank you. Mistake number 3, short cabinets. This one drives me absolutely crazy. And once you've noticed it, you'll see it everywhere. These kitchens where the upper cabinets just stop. There's this awkward gap between the top of the cabinets and the ceiling, usually about 12 to 18 inches, and it instantly makes everything look unfinished. The problem is that this gap screams builder grade or we ran out of money. It makes your kitchen look lower and your cabinets look like they are floating in a space instead of being part of the architecture. Now I get it. Taking cabinets to the ceiling costs more money, so if budget is tight, you have a couple of options. You can build a soffit or a bulkhead that comes down to meet your cabinets, painted the same color as the ceiling. This creates clean lines and makes your kitchen look intentional. Or, if you're handy, you can often add a row of smaller cabinets on top of the existing ones. Just whatever you do, don't leave that gap empty and pretend that it looks good. It doesn't, and deep down, you know it doesn't. Mistake number 4, wrong plug-in lighting. Under cabinet lighting is fantastic when it's done right. When it's done wrong, it looks like you tried to light your kitchen with Christmas decorations. Good task lighting makes your kitchen more functional and creates this beautiful ambient glow that makes everything look more expensive. Bad task lighting makes your kitchen look like a college dorm room where someone got creative with string lights. This is the issue with plug-in lights. It doesn't just look messy, though they absolutely do. It's just that they never get installed properly. People stick them wherever they can find an outlet, which usually isn't in the right place, and you end up with weird shadows, uneven lighting, and a tangle of cords. So what should you do instead? Plan for hardwired under cabinet lighting from the beginning. Connect it to a dimmer switch so that you can control the mood. Use LED strips or puck lights that are specifically designed for this application, not something you grab from a discount bin at a hardware store. If you're stuck with the existing cabinets and you can't hardwire, at least invest in battery-powered LED strips that don't need cords. They look really good, and the ones that last for months on a charge are pretty decent and add consistent light. Mistake number 5, drawerless designs. I hate this one. It makes no sense. You spend all this money on a kitchen renovation, making everything look gorgeous, and then you can't find anything because everything is shoved into a deep, dark cabinet where items disappear into a void never to be seen again. Look, drawers are not a luxury, they are basic functionality. Yet I see kitchens all the time with these beautiful doors hiding nothing but empty space and maybe a shelf or a pullout. I always tell people, you need at least one wide drawer bank and one narrow one. The wide one is perfect for pots and pans and serving dishes. The narrow one is great for utensils, cutlery, and those random kitchen gadgets we somehow accumulate. But if you're stuck with existing cabinets, you can retrofit them with pull-out drawers and sliding shelves. It's not as good as having real drawers, but it's a way better alternative. And if you like that idea of pull-out drawers or sliding shelves, check out our video where we talk about the 3 worst kitchen cabinet ideas. We've got a lot of great comments on that one. Mistake number 6, backsplash. This is probably the most common trap I see people fall into, and it kills me every time. You finish your gorgeous kitchen renovation, and where there should be a beautiful backsplash, there's just painted drywall. Usually builder grade eggshell white that looks exactly what it is. An unfinished afterthought. People always say they add the backsplash in later, but later never comes. Or it comes 3 years later when they finally can't stand looking at bare walls anymore, but by then they've forgotten what they originally planned, their budget is gone, and they end up with something that doesn't quite work. Your backsplash is probably the most visible vertical space in your kitchen. It's literally staring at you every single day. When it's missing, your kitchen looks unfinished. The crazy thing is, the backsplash doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. Simple subway tile installed well looks infinitely better than bare walls. Natural stone, ceramic, or even painted glass can transform your kitchen's entire personality. But honestly, anything is better than nothing. Mistake number 7, over-the-range microwaves. Okay, I know this one's gonna be controversial because some of you absolutely love your over-the-range microwave, but hear me out. They're not doing your kitchen any favors in the looks department. The problem with these is that they never look custom or intentional. They look exactly like what they are, an appliance that got shoved into the most convenient spot possible. If you like it, okay, I will not judge you, because if you have any other option, consider it. A separate microwave in a cabinet or a pantry paired with a proper range hood will make your kitchen look and function so much better. Your kitchen will feel more open, smell better, and look way more custom. Mistake 8, curtain cabinets. All right, I've seen this popping up on social media, and while I appreciate people trying to be creative, it usually just looks unfinished. The idea, I think, is they softened the kitchen and add some texture, and in a very specific design style like an English country or shabby chic, it can work if it's done extremely well, but most of the time it just looks like you ran out of money for actual doors. There are better options if you really want to soften your kitchen's look. Natural wood tones, painted cabinets in warm colors, or even glass storefronts. This adds to personality. But curtains, it's really just not for me. Mistake number 9, cheap cabinet style. This is a big one, and it's something that can make an even expensive cabinet look budget. Some styles like a bunch of individual boxes stuck together, and we don't want that. Instead, we want cohesive design. Full overlaid doors where the door cover most of the entire frame look so much more modern and expensive. They create clean, uninterrupted lines that make your cabinets look like they were built as one piece instead of assembled from parts. Even better are inset doors where the door sits flush inside the frame. This is the most expensive option, but it looks absolutely gorgeous and screams custom craftsmanship. Number 10. Form over function. Now, let me hold your hand while I say this, but you have nothing if your kitchen looks great in pictures, but when you actually try to cook in them, they're a complete dysfunction. A kitchen that doesn't work is a bad kitchen, period. Doesn't matter how beautiful it is, if using it makes you want to order takeout instead of cooking at home. The classic work triangle connecting your sink, stove, and refrigerator still matters. You should be able to move between these 3 points efficiently without walking in a marathon. The best kitchens are the ones where form and function work together. They look amazing and make cooking a pleasure instead of a chore. Don't sacrifice one for the other. Absolutely have both. There you have it. 10 mistakes that are quietly sabotaging your kitchen's look and function. Now tell me if I'm wrong. Be free in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. And if you want to see more of these videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, we'll catch you. Built by Becker.